Yes, we are making burger bombs. I cannot wait. I've been wanting to try them for quite a while, and it's so simple to make. I had a pound of hamburger, and I cut me up an onion and fried it up. I mean, it was so good. Now, if you don't want onion, you don't have to put onion in it, but I like onion, so I put some onion in the burger bombs. I mean, but absolutely, you don't have to put that in. We're just going to fry that burger up and get the burger brown with the onions if you choose to use onions. Now, to me, these tasted kind of like a burger that you might get from your local, starts with an M. I won't give a name, but yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. Uh, so I'm frying up my burger and getting the onions all in there. And, these really don't take a whole lot of time to make. Now, I did cheat, as you'll see coming up, okay? Now, if I'd had more time, I would have been making uh, my bread from scratch. But here shortly, I will show you what I did instead that made these so simple to put together. And everyone loved them. I mean, they absolutely loved them. And hey, if you don't have buns for your burgers, what a great alternative, let me tell you, because you don't need buns with cheeseburger bombs, okay? So I just took some salt, a little pepper, and sprinkled it on my burger as it was frying. And I mean, if you want to add seasoning salt, typically whatever you put on a burger, you're going to put in your burger buns. Okay. So I got the burger all fried and I drained the grease out of it because we don't want to be putting a whole lot of grease, into our burger bombs. And so this is what I did. I got me a bag of, yeah, the frozen rolls. And I let them unthaw and rise. And that is what I'm going to be using. But like I say, if I would have had more time, I would have made homemade bread to do it with. But this will work. Let me tell you, it made it so much simpler. So I took me one of the rolls that I used, and I'm just gonna, you can use your fingers, spread it out, or a rolling pin, whichever you want. For me, the rolling pin kind of worked better. I was able to get it a little bit bigger than I was using just my hands. So I took about a tablespoon of the ground beef and onion that I fried up. Okay, and on top of that, I put some Dijon mustard on it. Now you can use regular mustard if you want. That would be fine. I didn't think I had any more regular mustard, but I did. Okay, and here we have some pickle relish, which you can use, okay, or cut up some pickles. Now, I chose the relish, it was simpler. So, I put me like a teaspoon of relish on there, and then for the grated cheese. You gotta have cheese if you're gonna have a cheeseburger bomb, right? Now you just take it and wrap it up in its cozy little wrap and pinch it off. Okay, pretty simple, right? Pinch it off, roll it together, and pinch it off, and you have a nice little round burger bomb. Okay, so I have made some spray. I just sprayed some aluminum foil on the cookie sheet here, and I'm just going to put the burger bomb on the cookie sheet. That's all you have to do to it. But for you, I will show you how to make one more. Okay, I'm spreading it out with my fingers a little bit, but I took my rolling pin. But you could do it with just your fingers, probably, if you wanted, or if you don't have a rolling pin. I know not everyone has one. So I got me, like I say, about a tablespoon or so of the cooked hamburger. Put it in there. Grab your mustard. Put a little mustard on there. And a little bit of relish on there. And a little bit of cheese. And that is all that is to making a cheeseburger burger bomb. Okay. I wish I had made them before. I in fact hadn't heard of burger bombs till just recently, and they seem to be a big hit. And I think they're going to be a big hit at our house too. Now, the only complaint was from my husband. He didn't much care for the relish that I put on there. He don't really care for dill. Okay, so I suppose you could probably substitute like maybe a bread and butter pickle, but that was the only complaint, that he didn't care for the dill. Now everyone else, we love dill. Now here I've taken and beaten me up an egg yolk, and I'm just going to take the egg yolk and go over the top of it. That will give it such a pretty brown look when they come out of the oven. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I pull them out. Now I have the oven preheated to like 350 degrees. Actually, I upped the temperature to about 375, and they cooked in like 20-25 minutes. Okay, I threw in some curly fries to go with it, and they pretty much cooked about the same amount of time, which was great, so, but, yeah, you, can have a fairly quick meal, by doing these. So, these are all done now, and, so I'm going to take one off of here and show you. Now, they're hot. They are hot little bombs, let me tell you. But you can see on the top there how the egg yolk give it a nice brown look to it. They were absolutely gorgeous. Now add a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mustard, and voila, you have yourself a meal. Okay, I could only eat one, but hey, eat as many as you want, right? And I did make a big one. There was a bigger one that I made that I give to my hubby. It was done with 2 rolls instead of one, but it was bigger. But here's what they look like inside. I mean, they had the cheese and the meat and the onion in them, and the mustard and the dill. Hey, it was such a great alternative to the old-fashioned hamburger. We have burger bombs. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe.